Hey everyone, Cahlen here, and the new hot tent has arrived, and I'm very grateful for that because the zipper on my older hot tent was starting to fail, and it was making me a little bit nervous. So I'm glad it came. It comes in this big bag here, which I haven't even opened yet, so we'll do that together. Okay, so brand is Pomali. I think this is the same material as the tent itself, which is a 300D. It's got a nice handle so I can carry it with me. It's probably about 12, 14 pounds, something like that. So maybe a bit much to be hiking around with, but the solar e-bike can take it. You can see it's the same material. It's got the silver lining on the inside. Here's the actual tent right here. And here's so it has basically a cone at the top which you can take on and off. And I guess I'll have to go in here. There it is. So here's the pole. So this is the center pole. This is fairly heavy actually. It's probably a substantial part of the weight. And it's got the little button type that goes into the hole. So we'll put that together later. And this is 300D, right? So the one I have now I think is like 30D. This is 300D, so nice and thick, nice and durable. And of course it has the aluminum, which is going to help keep heat in. And we'll look at the other features when I got it up and everything. But here, let's look at the tent stakes. So a big thing of tent stakes, this is probably, this with the pole is probably at least half of the weight of this thing. I would guess about half of the weight. So now I'm going to take some time to get it set up and I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. Okay, we've got it mostly up. You can see it's got pretty nice guy lines that will keep it more stable in the wind. This side here rolls up and then you can latch it so it's a door. And actually there's another zipper right there so I can open the door there. That way I can watch the sunrise if I open that door, and I can watch the sunset if I open this door. And then this just stays here, and this is where the chimney will come out. So we got a little stove jack there, nice and safe. And you can see that the top cone isn't there. It was actually kind of cool feature. If I go in here, I can actually stand up in here, and if I sit down, right, if I have, let's say I had like an open fire, or like I didn't have a wood stove with the chimney and I was just using my little cook pot, I could actually open up that to let all the smoke out. So it's a little bit like a teepee. And you can see over here in the back corner there's a little air vent. Here's what that vent looks like from the outside. If you're going to be burning in there, you want to make sure that you've got airflow so you're not running out of oxygen and making carbon monoxide. These are pretty nice. I actually decided just to use wood stakes. I just prefer them. This is nice because it actually is quite a bit looser when you attach it, and then you can just pull on this to tighten it up, so you can tighten up all the corners. There it is with the cone on top. This thing just attaches with these little shock cord hooks to these little metal things, and you can see it overlaps itself and just hooks there. Okay, we've got it all set up inside, very similar to the other previous layout. Got all the food stuff over there, got the stove there, and piling up rocks along the outside of the stove for them to hold more heat so it lasts longer into the night. Of course, I got my bed back there and my backpack for sitting against. So that's the new hot tent. Definitely more spacious, especially the fact that I can stand up inside, which is really nice. I like the cone on top, and the rest we're going to see basically tonight when I start the fire for the first time and see how warm it gets with the extra with basically the reflective layer on the inside. And also I have a flashlight hanging from the top middle there, which I think will also add a lot of light once it gets dark. Basically, with all the reflectives on the inside, you only need a little bit of light, like maybe even the fire itself will be enough to light up the inside. So we'll see about all of that, but that's it for this one for now. Definitely happy about this. Thank you to the person who helped me purchase this. I sent them some Monero, and they purchased it through more traditional means of payment, and it was sent to me. So thank you very much for that help. I'm really glad I got this thing, and I'll show you more as we go along. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll share it with someone that you care about. It helps them, it helps me, and it'll help you feel like a healthy type of person. If you're feeling extra generous, you can head on over to cahlen.org/gift, and there you can basically learn of ways to help me feed myself, shelter myself, and to upgrade and repair my gear. All donations give you the option of having a 1-hour life coaching call with me. So thanks again for watching.